Yeah, we coming in. We coming in. Waiting on our guests to come in, and we're getting ready to go live with this relationship thing. It's gonna be a fun night. You don't want to miss this here. It's gonna be good tonight. We got some guests coming in on by way of phone call tonight. Certainly, we are certainly in preparing for for a good strong night, and we're gonna have a good time. All right, let me see here. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me. Yeah, we coming. All right, let's throw this out. All right, let me see. Waiting on Pastor Edward to get in. Y'all time to clock in. Look, while you on here, snag somebody and invite them into it, because I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it, y'all. I am. I really am. Let's see. Well, you just tag somebody. I'm doing the best I can. I don't. Yeah. All right. Share. Let's see. Yeah. Pastor Boyd that made his arrival, and certainly we're getting ready to get started here. Good to have him on here. We're about to add him to the site here just shortly. But, all right. Let me see here. All right, we're almost there. We see the click there. Y'all give me one more minute and we're gonna be ready. I'm just doing the invite. Yeah. Momentarily. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, momentarily. All right. All right. What Pastor Payne gonna be? All right, let's see here. All right, let's see here what we got here. All right, he's back. All right. All right, let's add him to the stream. Yes, sir. Man, where you at? On the road? All right, let me turn this thing. All right. All right, it's wonderful to see y'all on here tonight. You did a check it in. We appreciate you stopping by. We got Pastor Boyd back with us tonight, and looks like he's on the road driving, but he's still faithful to the cause, and we appreciate him for doing so. How you doing, Pastor Bard? Can you hear me? Look like he
I don't have no sound on this end, Doc. You hear me?
I hear you perfectly. I hear you good. You can't hear me?
I don't have no sound on this end.
Yeah, I hear you real good. Yeah, that's on your end. You may have to go back out and step back in. Unless you got it on the Bluetooth. Check your Bluetooth. Make sure it's picking up. Make sure it's attached to the Bluetooth. Oh, you done froze. All right. Yeah, I hear you. All right. Can you hear me, Pastor? Y'all forgive us. He having technical difficulties on his end, but certainly looks like he froze. We see him trapping, so we're gonna continue on until he can check back in and get unstuck on us or whatever. So tonight we're going to go live. We are live. I'm sorry, with the continuance of marriages and relationship. He's on another one. Let's see if we can get him back on this screen here and get this one off. All right, let's see if we can get him on here. What about now, Doc? Can you hear me? Remove this person. Let's add this one. All right, here we go. Let's see if he can hear. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good now. It sounds good. Sounds good. Certainly we're continuing on with the relationship and the marriages on tonight. And this ain't nothing that we practiced and put together. This ain't nothing that we did. Oh, he done fell off again. This ain't nothing that we practiced and done and done. This ain't what we did. We certainly is working it by ear, by play, and by the hour, by the minute and hour that we participate in. And he's back. So tonight we're gonna get off into some of the questions that was asked from last week, because he said he wasn't ready, and neither was I, but we ready tonight somehow, and we're gonna get off into it. We do have a person that I'm gonna make a phone call to that's gonna be live, and she is a female, and she gonna speak to us from a standpoint here as soon as I called her in just a little while here. She gonna speak and ask questions, and she's very good. I can't reveal her name. I can't reveal who she is, Pastor, but she's a very phenomenal, well-known lady. She's out of another state, and I mean she is known. And I ain't talking about on no local level. I'm talking about on national level with plenty of people that she's well known with. And I'm talking about the people you see on your TV screens and what have you. She used to be a radio host, so she knows how this goes. She's really good at it. So she don't want to come on live. She want to remain unseen and only her voice to be heard. And soon she's going to release her secret of who she is in just a little while. So we're going to get down to business, Pastor Bard. Let's go on and give it to him.
Let's go.
I
said, let's go.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. So we left off last week at why do men treat a woman like his queen while dating? Once married, he do a 360 or 180. That's what we left off at. So I'm gonna help you chat question in half, but we're gonna let you lead out. Go ahead.
Well, one of the things that can be 3 areas to deal with. First is all about the interviews,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And then second, a loss of interest.
Right. Now, how that come about? Now, I know that's what the question they want to know. How that come about?
Red flag.
Not the red flag, Pastor.
Yeah, you got red flag coming in there, you know, insecurity.
Now,
You know,
who fault that is? Who fault that is? That our fault or her fault? Now, who fault that is? Is that our fault or her fault?
I don't think it's nobody. Say first to show you who they are.
By Angelo. If they show you who they are, you must believe them.
Yeah.
So you're saying with the loss of interest, we have become fatal to the knowledge of knowing where she really standing at. That's what I'm seeing, hearing from your standpoint and mine, is that they're not very clear on where they stand with you once we lose interest. Is she able to continue? Is she able to continue? I want to say continue with the man she with, or what do you think her position is that she should put a man in once she feel like loss of interest? I'm baffling here because I'm trying to walk easy because it's too early to walk hard, but we definitely gonna get hard in a minute though.
Well, that loss of interest will start to benefit, because another thing, let's put it like this, makeup company, you know. Now you are without the
right,
and then like I said, for me, just for personal experience, you start doing, then it becomes a game.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you demanded, I'll treat you like a queen, but here's the word I have. Well, you should.
Right.
And many times it's a lot of things on them.
Right.
But that third point I was going to make is timing.
Right.
Some women want to date, and then next thing you know, they want to walk.
Yeah.
And lead to walking. So,
right.
That long-term commitment, you can't. Let's go back to loss of interest. So, some women can't keep a man interested.
Now, I wonder why is that? Why is that?
Why is that?
I said, why is that?
Because again, when I talk to let me clarify what I mean makeup.
Right.
They don't apply everything fivefold, five ways into a relationship. You know,
Right.
listen to Gino Jenkins and all these other cats on YouTube, and give us this dressed up version of what a man wants. I heard some of these guys display, and then after a while, you start they can't live up to that potential, that bar that they see for themselves.
That's right. That's true.
You know, so you know, most women are out here in this social media thing, man. They get some information off the internet, man. Totally.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So it's just like dating a chick, and everything that you would want to look like. You know, on house, working pretty good, independent, which I admired that. But she was the bad manager,
Right.
so you know, so that's loss of interest. That, you know, you can't pay good money and you still struggling. You know, so
My thing is, and this is where I'm at with it. The truthful part about losing the interest of it is, I believe he just go along right there on TV. But anyway, my thing is about relationship. I believe, and he's frozen again, and he'll be back. My thing is believe that women's, I don't think they understand how to. I don't think they understand how to make the man that they with, such as us men, truly happy. I think they depend on each other to say what one man like. For instance, you have women who will shave their legs, and there's a lot of men who like women with hairy legs. They do things to their body. You got certain men that like their women's wife or whatever to dress up, and then they have some men that want their wife to look natural, more becoming of herself. Instead that they erase their identity. They erase who they are to become what they think the man that she want in her life like. And the whole time he doesn't like that. So with that being said, I think that's what's causing a lot of depositions in relationships and marriage. Until they can understand the man that they're laying on the side of, the man who they are being with, who they are married to treat him according to him. And a lot of these marriages and relationships be messed up because we, men and women, but we're talking tonight about open marriage and relationship, and that is we bring what John used to like into the marriage and the relationship. And then we bring what Betty used to like in the marriage and relationship, thinking that's going to fly with the person who we are with at that moment and at that time. And most of the time, 99.9% of the time, it's chaos. And when that happens, we start sleeping with our past with the present. In other words, you think you're sleeping with Betty, who you with, but you're sleeping with Johnetta, who you was with, and she the same way. She was sleeping with Paul, and now she's sleeping with John, but she's still sleeping with Paul with that same mannerism of behavior. I'm just saying. This is one of the most.
That's real
aggressive situation in marriages and relationships. Because we're seeking out for what we have, but we want this person to be. I had a woman that I was with some time ago, and I'm not ashamed to talk about my past relationships and marriages or whatever. I had a woman tell me, "You need to shave all your hair out." I said, "Shave all my hair off for what? I got hair. What I want to shave my hair off for? You know, you look good, bald headed. Well, if you want a Kojak, you go get a Kojak because this ain't Kojak." So you see you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Man, we get these people and we want to paint them to be who we want them to be. My granddad used to tell me all the time, you know, you looking for, you need to go out there, get a broom and a mop and put it together. Cause that ain't, you ain't gonna find her. You gonna have to learn to help her along the way to want to be and look like you want her to look. And it takes it takes time. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Now we're talking to people that been married 60 and 70 years. You follow what I'm saying? So with that being said, on the real deal there, today's society, they don't even want to get married. They just want to get in the bed and say, we'll holler at you later. What the song say, I ain't in the mood for love, just come sit in my lap and give me a hug. That's what these rappers saying. I heard another song saying, somebody, all these female crawling and all that, somebody skeeting, skeet some crazy stuff. I said, Lord, what in the world is coming to? There is no real relationships or marriages here anymore. It's just for pleasure. It's not real no more, man. It's just pleasure. And the turn off from men is a real man don't want a woman that everybody done seen naked. How you gonna date my homeboy and then think I'm gonna marry you? And he done been in the bed with you, and when we come down the aisle talking about getting married, or we over at the house together, we sitting there, we sat there looking across the room, and y'all over there laughing across the room. Don't nobody want no hoe for no housewife. I'm just gonna keep it real tonight. I'm gonna go on and get in the water, because I told you tonight I ain't playing no game. We gonna talk about this thing because it's too many leaders. For one thing, it's not just leaders but men's. We are ruined by the behavior of one woman who's taking effect on all the other women. I agree, all women are not bad. All of them are not the terrible women. They are not, what you call toe up from the floor up. I get it, but you know what get me? When you be in the store and you talking to one, and then you talking to yours, and then you talk to her and say, you try to get the other woman to go against the other woman. You know what they tell you? We all stick together. It's a woman thing. That's what they tell you, guys.
I try to say
they stick together.
Yeah, they will.
They stick together. But watch this. But watch this. When they know that the other woman is wrong for what she's doing, you won't even have the gall to tell her you're wrong for what you're doing. You still stick. Well, it's a reason why she feel this way. That's one of the things I had a long talk last night on about secrets in the church, about females in leadership position. They hormones all over the place. They don't know whether they're coming or going over 87% of the time. They are emotional set. They wake up, tomorrow they wake up in another bad position. He'll be back, y'all. And they don't know. How can you lead with your hormones and emotions all over the place? Your emotions and everything all over the place. You just tore up from the floor up, but you want us to accept you in your tore up position and your tore up mess. I don't want to be with you if you don't even know how to please a man or understand the man. You most of the women, and I'm speaking because I'm gonna get something started tonight. Most of them, again, is date men with a past history relationship problem. Again, we're gonna talk about Paul, but you coming in with John, and here it is. The only thing you could come up with is what you and Paul used to do, but you with John. And you want us to accept this as if it's okay. I've learned that, man. I just got out of a bad relationship, and I thank God I had no business in it, and it was terrible. I should have never been in it. But when you try to erase your feelings as a man and your emotions to please her, and all the time her agenda is stuck on who she was with past and what she done. And I want to say tonight to a lot of these young men, stop dating these girls who done dated a 60, 80, 90-year-old man over them and think you're going to be able to keep up with it. That man done messed with her mindset. Look at the age difference. Her brain's messed up. She messed up. She believed that a young man her age supposed to go out and buy her a Rolls Royce. First of all, he ain't been in the world long enough to make that type of money unless he is a superstar and ran into and hit the pocket. And with that even being said, he still don't want to do that kind of work. An old man wants you because you young and you tender. He can't get nothing there. To have you on his side is a plus for him. Sure, he gonna buy you the world, you idiot. But how much is your soul for sale?
Right.
You're full of worms.
Right.
That man is a father figure to you. Why would you sit up and fool with something like that? It's something psychologically, mentally wrong with you. You chasing something that's not there. And sooner or later, it gonna lead to a bombshell. Been there, done that. Dated older women. Oh yeah, had a good time with them. Yes sir, Doc. Oh yes sir. Yeah, I did it, Doc. Yeah. See, I ain't ashamed to tell you about my relationship dating these older women. And at the end of the day, they don't have no respect for you because they got sons your age. Right. Bingo. So what can you tell her? You can't. Doc, you just messed up. And so nowadays, the young girl don't have no respect for the older women because she feel like she done laid her behind on the side of a man. Yeah. That's her father's age. And so why should she have respect for a woman that's older than her? Why should she listen to a woman that's older than her? That's older than her? Why? No need for it. Because she feel like she done laid up with it. Same thing with the young men. Shouldn't be dating older women like that because they don't have no respect for you and you just child to them, a kid to them, and they just using you for your energy. They just using you for your strength. And as soon as they get through with you, they tire you, they move you around and find another youngster to mess with and fool with. That's just true game. I ain't knocking nobody who dating an older guy or older woman. That's your business. But I'm just telling you, from my experience, you're heading for some serious problem. And so I hear some of the women saying on here, saying, why should we date a younger man when he ain't got himself together? Why not? That's because y'all can grow together, have grandkids together, grow together. How you and grandma and granddad gonna have grandkids together?
Wow, that's true.
But it's true, man. So with that being said, there should be a change happening here. There should be understanding why the young men, the boys, or whatever you want to call them, call us while we are single and don't want to be bothered with the Negro women. Let me just get in the water. The Negro women, we don't care to be, as men, don't care to be bothered with them anymore rather than another nationality. Why? And I'm finna let you have your conversation, pal. Why? I tell you why. Here's why. Your mouth too big. Only thing you care about is that wig that's on your head and them fingernails and that lipstick and makeup and having your hind part out and clapping your behind on live stream. Who won't get in their life?
Not making it clap.
Huh? Who want that? Ain't got no education, and the one that do got education, they mouth ran the man off. Wow. Come on, Pastor, put your words on this here now. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. I'm just being an agitator right now.
Way out there in the water. You gonna call me now?
You submarine that stuff. Man, but you're so right. You know, trying to, men do this too. You know what I've experienced? Whatever a person experienced in that former relationship that they broke off with, whatever they was not doing in that relationship, they started doing it, as you stated, in the present relationship.
That's it. That's it.
And they want you to appreciate what they're doing.
I can't appreciate it, Doc.
But I didn't ask for that.
Talk to me, sir.
I didn't seek for that. I had an interest in another area that you had, but you put your energy into being that woman that, like you said, Paul wanted.
Right.
So now you want to start cooking for me, and I'm going to accept that because, again, that's, okay, we date.
That's
but
right.
Then, after a while, them comments going to come. Well, you act like you don't really enjoy my dinners, or do you appreciate? Because it took me. I'm cooking now, and you wondering where this is coming from, Paul. Like you said.
Well, you accept.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't know you were doing this because Paul had a problem. And so with men, they get with they divorce Sally.
Right.
But when they get with Lisa, now all of a sudden you doing things with Lisa that you didn't do. With with her. So now you're doing it here with this, and now this woman is looking at you. Now she's accepting this, but then you want some appreciation. You want some notoriety for what you're doing. And like you said, if you don't get rid of your baggage, and I know I'm guilty of that, going in for a relationship and keeping bags of things. And here it is, Bishop. I'm trying to protect myself from what I went through before.
Right.
So I got a wall around that,
That's it. That's it.
Not something I want to deal with, but I just wall it off. So, we won't, you ain't got to worry about that over there,
Right.
I'm starting fresh, but I don't wall this off. But sooner or later, the relationship developed, and guess what happened? We run into that wall. Now here comes the fence. I'm going to get offended because I told you about the wall, first of all.
That's right.
I told you that was a wall, and I didn't like this. And then you now doing things that triggers, to me, you're messing with the wall.
That's it.
So, like you said, people don't know how, and we wouldn't talk this. We really wouldn't. To be honest with you, we never knew how to move on. All these topics start coming up in the latter years of our lives about baggage and all that stuff. We didn't know all that. We just man, I done moved on. I done let that go. But we really ain't let it go. And then, like you said, something else, and what people always use, I don't like using the term, but it's what people connect with, soul ties. You don't want to be trying to win your heart from Paul.
Paul got the heart and gone with the road 20 years later.
Paul got the heart and I got the body. That's all
what am I do with that? What am I do with that?
I can't do nothing with that. So it's just, and same with men,
Same thing.
Yeah, you said you was done with that, you done got over it. But now, you still going to the bank or something come out. What you spending that money for? I done went to this before. So, so I just said that, this is something that becomes a reality.
Right.
These relationships that people don't pay attention to.
That's right.
These dating and keep dating like it is. If you would stay single and stop, this is my man. I hate that.
Right. Right. And that's all he is. And that's all he is. Your man. You ain't got nothing else but a man.
Right.
But what goes along with him is what you need to find out. What you got.
What makes that man a man? You know, because
so you personally,
because some men pride themselves on being a man because they pay bills.
Yeah. I mean, you get a pair of pants with Christians, don't mean you got a man.
You ain't got a man, you know. And like I said, YouTube, social media messed them up because, you know, I hear this all the time. Women saying, well, you know, we need men to be. One lady, I got in a real serious argument with her, but she ticked me off. She gonna tell me, you know, all the trouble that men bring in a relationship. I said, you know what? You make it talk. You make it sound like it's easy to be a man.
And that's what they believe. They believe that. They believe it.
Like, man, by the time I figure out being a man, I'm graveyard dead. You know?
And I am a man.
Come on here, man. That ain't something I can just claim. That's generational development.
Yeah,
to that point where I can mature and become a man, but that's a ongoing growth process, you know, that I have to go through with my family, and not just learning this, but I have to grow, continue my growth. What some men do, and this is what hurt them, they stop growing.
That's right. And why do they stop growing? Because that nursery that's supposed to be that woman that's supposed to be came from the rib, that went from the rib and trying to sit on top when she needs to get back where she belongs in the rib cage and nurture, and she don't even know. She's the protector of the heart. She's the protection of the lung, the liver. She's a rib. It's what she does and protect the man on the inside, which keeps him builds up to go get her whatever she wants. But she minimizes her thinking by trying to be something on the outside rather than to be who she is and get where she belongs on the inside. But again, her heart is up the road with Paul. And so that's why you can't keep the man. That's why the man you keep on laying down, you hitting and quitting, and now you just like a doorknob, everybody had a turn with you because you never took the time out to get to know the man from inside out. You got to know him from the outside in.
Or this, Bishop, they shut down that system.
Uh-huh.
That womanhood because of Paul. Here it is. I'm not doing it.
That's them. That's them. I ain't doing it. I don't care what you say. I ain't finna do it.
I ain't finna do this. I ain't finna do that. Why? Because you shut that down when you left Paul.
That's right. That's right.
Because of your hurt, you shut that down. Now, I'm coming into the relationship and we started to develop, and now I'm running into a wall with you because you made it your mind. You ain't gonna do that no more. All because of what Paul did. You know.
Look, they want you to pay the bill, buy the car note, pay for that skunk that sit on top of their head, them windshield wiper for eyelashes. They want you to buy them clothes, them Louis Vuitton, them stilettos, whatever you want to call them shoes, them Gucci, them Chanel. You want all of that, but you don't want to do what is required of you to deserve all that. Cause your heart down the road with Paul. Go down there and tell Paul to put some clothes on your behind. Go tell him to put some furniture in your house, put you in the car. What I look like taking care of you and Paul?
Man, that's what
I ain't doing it.
That's what you're doing, because now
that's what they're doing.
You got to try to fill in the void that Paul left.
See, now I'm cleaning up this man. I don't even know the brother, but why I got and some Some of them holding the man they with hostage because of what Paul did to them. Want Paul to make up for whatever they did to them. Want the man they with to make up for what Paul did. Paul played them. Paul had 5 women on. Paul made 6 children on. Paul didn't pay no bill. Paul laid in the bed. Paul made a fool out of her. Thank you, dog. And now you want to come here and hold me hostage? Nope, I ain't doing it. You need to go back where you come from and get your heart. Clean yourself up. Take your mind back.
Go get your power back.
Go get your womanhood back. That's the main one. Go get your womanhood back. You ain't even got that, but you want to be married, and you got nerve of them. They want you to put a 3, 4, 5 carat ring on their hand, and when they go out and buy you a ring, they can't even afford a 10 karat gold, and it's a slim band at that.
Yeah.
And we so messed up now. We married him. I was just talking about this today. Why do men marry women, and then now men's paying for the wedding when the dad's supposed to be paying for the wedding? Because who give this woman away? And the man's supposed to give a sacrificial offering to the father that is worthy of him to be married to the daughter. Nowadays, the boy who married her married a girl without the father's permission, and then do a wedding for about $60,000 to $115,000. They in debt. 6 weeks later, they divorce. Will you tell me what kind of matter is this that we seeing going on? And then the wedding don't look like what they living like. They have these big weddings and you follow them home. They living in a 1-2 bedroom apartment or a house. The house ain't even worth but $150,000 to $200,000 if that. And they barely paying the mortgage on that. I met these women. I mean, I just checked them out, just sitting there, and I ain't talking about it. I'm just being honest with you. I meet you. I'm well established. I have a home. I have so many cars. I have a lot of things going for me. I do. When I meet you, you living in an apartment. You don't even have furniture. You rent furniture. When you get through renting furniture, you taking baths in Walmart soap. You using Walmart deodorant. I'm gonna talk about it tonight, Doc. And I mean, you using all this stuff.
Why would we date somebody like that?
Exactly. Again, this is where I put the trigger and the gun in my own head and blow my own brains out. I'm telling you what I did. You see what I'm saying?
I did it too.
Yeah, I do it, but I still went for it, man. I'm being real with this thing. And they got all kind of degrees, businesses, all kind of stuff that they claim is behind their name, but they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to show for. Where is your home? Why are you trying to get to my home for? That's you got a home. And you know, and in the last relationship I was with, I told the person that I was with, I don't want to move into your home, and I don't want to move into my home. Let's go get a home and we purchase together. Well, went to do that there, bad credit on somebody in, no finances in the bank. That's where the real truth comes out. You follow what I'm saying? But I introduced that person to a certain lifestyle that they wasn't never living with. I'm talking about, man, if I told you the clothesline, the shoe, car that was being driven, man, if I told you about this here preacher, I don't want to embarrass the young lady. To be honest with you, you know, I made the mistake of putting someone in my life that I live a certain status. I live a certain status. And I brought somebody from a lower status into my world. And you can't do that. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight while I'm on here. Stop dating men that don't equal up to your status, because she's a helpmeet. She's supposed to have something to bring to the table, not nothing. She's supposed to have something to bring to the table. And I did that. And it was the worst mistake that I could have ever done. And I don't mind exposing this, because it's time for us as men. to tell this. If I tell my story, what I did and how it turned out, it can save and it will save some other young men from doing the same mistake. But we as men, we don't like to talk about it though. We get embarrassed and shamed.
It is though. You talking to our generation. You ain't talking to my son's generation.
Just
you know what I'm saying? Because they don't know that hustle. They don't know because we came through trial and error.
Right.
But most of these young men today don't have that mentality. You know.
That's true.
And
that's true.
I agree with you. You know, you gotta be careful what you upgrade.
That's it. I've told my son just the other day.
On Windows 5 and I'm on Windows 10. If you upgrade that's gonna cause
that's gonna cause affliction within itself.
Because the software is not gonna be compatible. It's not gonna have enough RAM. It's not gonna have enough memory to run so when we out here dating, you know, now I ain't got a problem meeting somebody, but at least I ought to see preparation.
So you ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but you
oh my God.
All you got is I'm gonna, you know.
That's all you. You've been doing this for 50-some years, 50-some years, 60-some years, and you still ain't got nothing. Something wrong with the picture, Doc.
Yeah. So, but a lot of times, and this is another thing, most men hide behind material things.
That's true.
You know, because they feel I have this already set, but then when she marry or get to dating him and realize, and vice versa, she's getting with a boy with toys.
There you go.
You know,
a girl with baby doll.
With a woman, you know,
girl with baby doll.
She can have all the material values there, but you're dating a girl with toys. So
there you go.
When you have all these things and you don't know how they got those things, because there can be false impression. She may have it going on because she divorced Bishop and got hacked.
Talk about it, boy. Talk about it.
She got it going on, but she did not get it through hard work, through career. You know, the settlement was good for her. Went on her.
That's right.
Went on her.
That's right.
So now she needs somebody to come in to be an upkeeper to a lifestyle she did not have. You know,
exactly.
And we see that in even celebrity life and stuff like that. Now, again, this is the system that we live in. But like you said, you know, I hope we helping somebody, because I think sometimes people out here so desperate for relationships, man.
Doc, they desperate, and their mothers are desperate for them.
They just settle for anything. As soon as they get a hook, as soon as they get a connect, boy, they pull it. You know.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, you just
come here.
You know, and then get with them, and then this is it. When I do marriage counseling, this is how I know a couple is ready.
Right.
When I sit down and ask them where they met, and they'll tell me where they met, how long they've been knowing each other and stuff like that. You know, what chemistry that brought them together and everything like that. And so once we get through the formalities of what the introduction of period of their life, then I say, okay, what led you up to, you know, want to get married and stuff, and they'll give me their reason.
Right.
So after that, here comes the question.
Right.
Are you ready to be married?
And
most of the time they'll say yes. I say, now here's what I follow up with. Are you ready for a child? You know, as soon as I put that question out there, you can just see a shutdown mode. I say, are you ready for financial struggle?
Right.
Why do I ask those questions?
Right.
Because marriage should be equipped enough to endure whatever it hits it.
Right.
Because we have that what? A 3-chord is not easily what? Broken.
That's right.
So if you don't know how to troubleshoot through those difficult areas,
right,
then maybe marriage, you don't have enough in your emotional bank to move forward into a relationship. I stop marrying people who are already emotionally bankrupt.
See that? See that? That's a good word right there, preacher. That's a good word right there.
I'm not
emotional bankrupted.
You just emotionally bankrupt. You done had several relationships. You done put your heart in it. You done put all these emotions through these different relationships. And by the time you do get to Mr. Right or Mrs. Right,
you what?
You already you overdoing.
No, but everybody had a turn. Everybody know what you look like. And the sad part about it, most of them have to leave the state to find another man. And then when they bring her back home, oh, you married to him? Or you married to her? I mean, you married. What about him? Man, everybody done slept with them. Everybody know what your woman look like underneath, because you out here willing and dealing trying to find a good man and snag him up. Well, if you find yourself, then a good man will find you. If you can't find yourself.
Even with that, I mean, I know I didn't have a strictly clean, come in as a virgin. But here with that, it don't matter to me how many you didn't have, because when you with me, you with me. Period.
That's it. That's it.
But I'm not going to be with you and them.
Yeah. Now you talking.
You know
that just ain't gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. That's too many people in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna try to do what he did or they did.
Right.
To arouse you.
Right.
I like, but that was in the time of that phase when I was trying to get myself together.
Right.
But a lot of times that stuff like that. And if you ready to say, like when they ask the question, are you ready for adultery? I don't need you ready to jump ship when something happens. Because like I told them, certain things can lead up to the forms. There are patterns that leads up to adultery.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't nobody just jump up and say, first thing I want to do is just get, I want to commit adultery. I don't think a man start off that way nor do a woman. But if you start neglecting that man and that woman in a certain area, or you start to deprive them, then you can't. I ain't saying that's an excuse, but what they say, the law of gravity, what goes up must go down. There's some laws that you cannot break if that man is starving for attention, or that woman is starving for attention. So there's some things, man. True. Like I said, we learn from experience, but today, man,
that's right.
They don't pay attention to these things. I thank God for my wife. My wife is a beautiful woman inside out.
Yes, sir.
She's crazy. She's crazy at times, but she got a mouth on. Oh Lord, do she have a mouth? Jesus, man, she can go hard in the paint with words, man. She got a healthy vocabulary. Man, she'll hit me with a word, a big old term I know I ain't never heard before. I got to Google a word before I can even.
What that means?
But what we did was, man, when we started dating, it went through a phase. First thing we made when we got the date, when the friendship started to shift more into dating, we started to know that emotions started to develop. That's when we started dating, but we still had a contract. We had a contract.
Right.
And the contract established respect each other's singles.
Stated.
without
it's stated.
It's stated. We minimize, but we didn't gonna say we were gonna have sex. But at the end of the day, it wasn't gonna be a sex practice. And then we had other things to play. While the dating scene was going on, it really wasn't dating. It was like a business negotiation. She was checking my looking into my credit scores. I'm looking into her. She saw my ratio debt. I started to see her debt, because she made good money. I had enough to survive with a little help every now and then. So I was able to maintain. And we got physical. Amen. We got physical. Yeah. Show each other what our health issues were and stuff like that. Yeah. Man, it was more, man, I was too old at that time to be, you like me, circle yes, circle no, or maybe so. Man, I was too old for that, man. I was 2-time felony divorce, Man, I wasn't fitting, man. What they say?
2-time felony divorce. God, y'all. A 2-time felony divorce. That's pretty steep.
Man, shoot, because I did hard time, being ignorant.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
So when we sat down, man, once we went through that phase, then we had 3 sessions, counsel session with a counselor that we didn't know and that we were gonna pay for. And it wasn't to set it up to see was she ready. I had to set it up to see was I ready. She had to go through it to see was she ready. They was looking to see some flaws or something that may catch their attention. And they did, And then the third 3, because I was the pastor, she needed to go with a minister who would give them her the side of life that she would not have saw sitting on the pew. So we had to get an earful, and then after all that, you gotta make a decision.
You got to make a decision one way or the other.
Once we made the decision, it ain't over with. I had at least 5 people on my executive board. If one of them, is like the Supreme Court of my life. If they would have voted against it, I wouldn't have got married. Even though all that other stuff would have been looking good, great, but they would have saw something between the men and the women and their spouses. They would have saw something I wouldn't have saw, because I realized that when you're dating people, there's certain things you got blind spots.
Right. That's right. You tell somebody
else over here and over there, they're going to give that geographical area, and they will spot something. And it's not saying we won't get married, but everything is put on hold because all of them saw the same thing, and they don't know each other. So I know that's how I speak. So, but my executive board, I almost fired them, Doc, because them supposed to be giving me a green light on her. They gonna come back asking me, am I ready? Like you on my board, man. You sure you ready? We good with her, but I don't know.
The women just got together. They stick together now. They'll stick together.
But man, but the thing is, and that's why we got a beautiful marriage, because we had a great foundation.
Right.
Men and women are doing today is doing themselves disjustice, because when you start cutting off people who are close to you and they seeing something you don't want to, that's the thing that, and I know we got to get ready to go. But this thing here, this is what bothers me.
You all right?
Doctor, I got to get on the prayer line.
Okay.
This bothers me about this. And we can pick this up next week.
You know it.
You don't want to listen to the people who are your friends, and when they start telling you and start questioning you, then you cut them off and saying they jealous or whatever the case is. You don't want to listen to no advice. If you with anybody and you don't want advice on, and you don't want to hear advice, you're setting yourself up for failure.
That's right. You gotta have an ear to hear.
That's
it.
We ain't got Big Mama. We ain't got Uncle Bill and all them like we had back in the day. You know, all that just walk up, they that door ain't no good. They say that right off back. You go on with them, but you're gonna find out why they said it. You're gonna find out why they said it.
Period.
You know? But but we don't have that. But if you don't have people that is helping you deal with your, like some of the things that you've done with, I had people that helped me, man. I had them, I had to humble myself and ask questions. How did I get there? How did I let them into my life? Why did I miss that? That's what bothered me the most. How did I miss that?
Right.
And and those are things that kind of like broke me. So I don't never blame them. I never blame my first wife or my second wife for the bad. I blame me because
that's what I do. I take responsibility because I do well.
Because I'm the one stuff at that altar and said I do.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't never do like some of these jack leg jokers do. Man, she took me for this. She took me for that. Man, you messing with my balls, man.
That's it. I let it happen. I brought it on myself. I would take this whooping and live with it. And go on.
I got that. Hey,
that's it.
I ain't got no mind. I ain't got no reason to lie to you and dress it up to anything else. But some of these cats that I'm seeing now, man, they always playing the victim, man.
Yeah, come on, man. You the man. When you got the room
like that, man. Then they empower them. Then is she? Did you make a decision? Did you go to the door? Nah, man.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Come on, man. Until you can take responsibility, until we as men can take responsibility for allowing, and then next week we're gonna pick up on why we got a bunch of Ahabs sitting around here, and they just weak and sorry, they lifeless, worthless. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real with you.
Bring up Ahab.
I'll bring Ahab up next week, Doc. I'm so sorry these 65 men, I don't know what to say for them, and that's why these girls act the way they act, because they 65. They just whipped from downstairs, from between the woman leg. They just whipped. They just gone. And we're gonna get off to that even deeper next week. How you whooped over something that I don't even understand how you get whooped over something like that. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here. It's been fun, y'all. Listen, that night we had another deep end. We going deeper again next Monday night. We're going to see y'all next Monday night. Don't forget Bible Challenge on Wednesday night. Learning your true identity from the beginning of Genesis. We in the book of Genesis. Come to Eagle Eye Fellowship International Bible Challenge Wednesday night. Listen, it's been fun, huh? We want to thank Pastor Bard for coming, for being on here with us. And certainly we're going to be looking forward to next week as he closes in even deeper with me. And my surprise caller, she online now watching, but she didn't want to say anything. She wanted to see what the night was going to be out and come back in. I got on the text message here that what she was telling me what she's going to do. But next week, we rolling deep. We rolling deep. We going deep because I got to find out what's down there between these women's legs that's making these men act like Ahab. I got to find out, preacher. We got to find out.
I'm all ears. You get all right.
Shoot, I got to find out. Listen, we out of here, people. We'll see y'all on next Friday, next Monday night. Stay tuned. We're going to get to the bottom of this bit. All right. Take care, Pastor. All right.